We will continue to provide legal assistance and workforce training so that new arrivals can navigate our immigration system and find work as soon as possible. And we will also help asylum seekers begin new lives, not just here in New York City.
The country has the right to send them back because nobody wants aliens in their country.
Eric Adams is a cop, and we don't trust him. New York is considered to be a sanctuary city.
You can't get hot food, but you can get junk.
Hey, Alexa for Urban News in New York City, and I am still investigating on illegal immigration in Canada. But before I go further, please consider to help us to offset our travel expense at stoptraffickingtocanada.com. You can make a donation because it's not cheap to travel all the way to New York for bringing you the other side of the story. But as people may know, we heard on February that the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, was using the taxpayer money for paying bus ticket to the migrant to go up north, close to our border in Canada, where most of the migrants will go and cross illegally at Roxham Road.
Those who are seeking to go somewhere else, not we're pushing or forcing, if they're seeking to go somewhere else, we are helping in the reticketing process.
For some people who don't know about Roxham Road, it's a really small dirt road about 50 kilometers south of Montreal, where some migrants can cross illegally into Canada and they will not be turned back, since the Third Safe Country Agreement doesn't apply to irregular port of entry. I'm interested to know from citizens who live in New York what they think about the fact that their mayor is actually helping trafficking people into Canada, and also how they feel about their tax being used for this illegal activity. So let's check what the people of New York have to say. I'm asking the people how they feel about the fact that the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, instead of opening his arm to immigrants, he actually shipped them somewhere else and as Canada, where they enter illegally in the country.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Sorry.
I don't have any opinion on that. So I'm an immigrant myself. So I immigrated to the United States in 2000.
Well, I think if somebody is getting into the country without any documentation, so with illegal manners, then definitely they should be sent back.
I did not know he did that. That sucks. Eric Adams is a cop, and we don't trust him.
Most of it is hard-working people, you know, so we can't really be really harsh on them.
Because there's so many homeless here, and they're bringing people from other countries where there's people here struggling with mental illness, who made mistakes, was in jail, and now they're getting their lives back.
Sounds a little bit surprising given that New York is considered to be a sanctuary city.
I'm a citizen here, so I don't know. It depends on what kind of countries coming, the guys, right?
No, he's doing a great job. I think he's doing a good job with immigrants, you know, with whatever he can. So I think he's a good mayor.
It doesn't surprise me. This is all a big game. I'm onto it. It's all a big game. You know, this is a democratic city, absolutely. But when the migrants were brought here, it was a whole other game.
But I guess it surprises me because I think he's been very adamant about saying that New York is a sanctuary city.
This blueprint lays out what we will do moving forward in order to welcome migrants.
What is kind of crazy, and you look at it from a major grand perspective, how do you have other folks come from a different state or even a different country and you allow them to live in a hotel, but yet the major crisis of homelessness is very, very big, broad. It's an epidemic here.
If you wanna seek asylum or be a refugee, do it the legal way.
Like me, I'm a student here, so I'm here on legit visa. I work very hard to get here. and that's how I'm here right now. So I don't have like any obligations to be sent back because I've started my career over here right now. I'm studying in NYU.
Is using the tax from the taxpayer to pay the bus ticket to the migrants who are going to cross illegally.
That also sucks. I don't know. I don't have a lot of good things to say about Eric Adams.
I mean, I haven't really been reading the news lately, but it's an interesting question. I'll have to look into it. Thank you.
It's not fair, you know. And then me, because I'm a white Jewish girl, they like. You know, when I was in a shelter, which I never thought I would be in, they treat me completely different, like I'm the minority.
I don't know. I really sorry for that, but I don't have any answer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how do you feel that he's using your tax from the taxpayer to ship the migrant?
Well. He's using it well. He's doing his best.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure there's an agreement with Trudeau somewhere. Definitely an agreement somewhere, yeah.
Not pleased by that, obviously. I think that taxpayer money should be used for, you know, improving our city. But I guess, yeah, just a little disappointing, I guess.
You know, we have a mayor here whose name is Eric Adams. And Eric Adams, he is trying to do what he's, you know, as a person, what he can potentially, you know, put his potential to doing. However, on the flip side, it just seemed like you just want to paint a picture and appear to be as if you're doing the job, but in reality, you're not.
My taxes go like different ways. I'm not sure if like exactly my tax was like, you know, using to buying tickets, you know, for them, but you know, I wouldn't mind.
If they get into the country with some like the border, like crossing the borders or somehow just getting into here and not doing things about their life. And yeah, definitely, they should be sent back.
He just keeps throwing cops at things, like the subways need maintenance, but he just puts cops in them.
Help the people that contributed to this country first. I worked since I'm 18 on the books.
Trying to pass the buck, you know, from to not deal with an issue, but then just to try to kind of make it go away. And so I can imagine that the United States citizens would be angry if Canada was doing something similar.
If they seek really asylum, if they like, you know, if they're really in a bad situation. But if the people running from just because of their economic problem in the country, that's not right, you know.
I wish he would do better. But that's what we get. That's what we get here.
So if you are here with the work visa or you are here for some, like if you're in community, like giving back to the communities, or if you're just here for social work also, but it is you're giving something to the country, right? Otherwise, what's the point of staying in different countries? Stay in your own country. I'm here with a purpose.
The White House has decided that we're not going to enforce our southern border, and it unfortunately is creeping its way up north.
You have to report to the legal port of entry.
Me and Likonje, we are down here in New York City because we want to continue to bring you the other side of the story, what is really happening with the illegal immigration here in Canada. So if you want to help us to offset our travel expense, you can do so at our special website, stoptraffickingtocanada.com. In this website, not only you can chip in to encourage us and help us, but you can sign our petition and send a message directly to the Mayor, Eric Adams.